Single family home, loving partner, and 2 kids. That's all I want, and why is that so hard for me?
A modern wife finds out the grass is not greener. We've got a video for you here today from HL Talk That Thought. Let's just jump into it.
So I'm sitting alone in this messy house, alone, I guess waiting for people to start showing up. It's very emotional. Yeah, I was supposed to start moving at 9, and it's almost 11. I'm moving today, hopefully, for the 3rd time in the past 4 years since the divorce, to another rental.
This woman is a single mother who has moved 3 times in 4 years since divorcing her husband, which means she's uprooted her children's lives multiple times. That's totally unfair to the kids, but they have no choice since she clearly has custody of them.
It's very emotional for me. I thought by now I would be, remarried and moving into a single family home that would have been my forever home. So that alone is already it's very emotional for me. But my moving company, I was gonna use Roadway Moving, that one moving company that all the influencers use. I confirmed with them. Apparently I didn't. I hadn't heard back from them since Wednesday, so I thought it was all set.
She honestly thought that she would be able to find a new husband and move into a new house after getting a divorce. What these women will never get is how if you end up a divorced single mother, that puts you at the bottom of desirability when it comes to men.
I messaged them Friday afternoon asking if it's confirmed. Don't hear back. This morning I called the customer service because they're not here. Apparently they sent me multiple messages asking me to confirm further. I don't know what else they needed me to confirm. The cleaner that helps me pack, she got stopped by the police on the way, so they're sending me somebody else. Luckily, I was able to sell some stuff from Marketplace.
This isn't a documentary of the life of a single mother. This is just a woman who's using her platform to endlessly complain about how hard it is to move for a 3rd time. She legitimately thinks that people have nothing better to do than listen to her whine about having to move.
3 people came by and grabbed their stuff. Facebook Marketplace is the only thing I think that's been positive today. PG&E, which I need to set up again. It has a phone number that's 1 number off, so I probably put in the incorrect phone number, so I need to call them and update that. I don't know how long the wait might be. With renter's insurance, I was just gonna add renter's insurance on top of my Progressive car insurance, which I've been pretty happy with. They're getting errors. She's supposed to call me back to resolve. I didn't want to move again. This is such a first world problem.
Yes, it is a first world problem, but this woman is acting like this is the worst thing to ever happen to anybody. And the thing is, she could have resolved many of these issues with some actual work, but of course, if she did that, she couldn't record herself complaining about the work she has to do.
Everything's falling apart, it feels like. One of my goals is to show more vulnerable side on social media because I think people think my life is perfect. I'm excited about the new home. I'm getting a lot of new furniture. I used an interior design service for the first time. So let's see how that goes. It'll pass. We're in early December. I think things are gonna get better. It's just really hard right now.
It doesn't matter how she portrays herself on social media. Nobody actually cares. She just acts like she's more important than she actually is because her social media is for attention farming, and that is the only attention she's getting. It's actually rather sad.
I was on a reality dating show on Netflix where none of the guys chose me. Instead of getting upset and wasting the remainder of the time, I decided that I'm going to enjoy that beautiful Cancun and do the things that bring me joy, like going to the beach, drinking and dancing with friends, and cooking for others. As a result, I walked away feeling so free with a big smile on my face as I got off that Ferris wheel alone, celebrating all the growth I've experienced.
What kind of growth is she talking about? She got rejected on a reality show and ended up getting intoxicated in Mexico. That's not growth, that's just coping.
I've also made great friends from the show, as well as gained this platform to share my stories with you. We can't control the world around us, but we do have control over how we experience situations. Practice having a positive mindset. It changes the way you react to situations. You can either calmly deal with it, or you could choose to suffer longer. The longer we stay upset, the bigger our loss. Comment below with your strategies to shake off negativity. Let's empower each other to have the courage and strength to get over the negativity that life may throw at us and move on with our day stronger and unbothered.
The problem is, she didn't learn a thing. Men didn't want her because she's a divorced single mother who's clearly over the age of 30, and not only did she get rejected, she got rejected on a show that's watched by people all over the planet. There's no rejecting that kind of negativity.
I was on a Netflix reality dating show where none of the guys chose me. While it hurt at the time, I didn't let rejection take over my life. I met my boyfriend when I was not looking. Actually, he's not the type that I was looking for. I went on the show. I told the producers that I would like to date somebody who has kids of their own, and I also wanted someone who's older than me, but my boyfriend's actually 4 years younger than me, never been married.
If a woman ever says that her boyfriend isn't the type of guy she normally goes after, this is just a massive red flag for a whole bunch of reasons.
No kids. In the beginning, we weren't that serious, but over time, it evolved into something more serious. The lesson here is don't let rejection take over you. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. I actually see this a lot with my smart, pretty girlfriends. They have this checklist in their mind. They easily write off people. No one's perfect. What matters more is when you do communicate what you need in a relationship to feel loved and to feel seen, how do they handle it? Do they get defensive? Or are they making a conscious effort to be a better partner for you? I think that matters the most. And that's how I found love after my divorce.
This is all we need to know about the guy. When she says that they weren't serious in the beginning, it clearly means they were hooking up. It's just she wanted more and he's entertaining the idea. But we all know whatever they have is going to go down in flames.
Hey babe, super busy today, so can't text much, but I love you. Have a good day. There, it literally takes 5 seconds. If a grown man can't even manage 5 seconds, you're not a priority. You're a placeholder. They can do the speech to text while walking to a meeting room or the bathroom or waiting for the coffee. If they don't know how to use speech to text, like, girl, what are you doing? Don't fall for, oh, I fell asleep or I was too busy. It's an excuse for laziness. They don't deserve you. This isn't even bare minimum. It's human decency and social etiquette.
It's not that it takes 5 seconds to send a text, it's the fact that these women feel entitled to constant affirmation from these men, and if you ask them to do the same thing, they will go on a 5-minute rant about how sending text messages are just the man's job.
The bare minimum is when someone gives you just enough so you don't leave, but not enough to make you feel secure and loved. Don't confuse crumbs with care. Don't call inconsistent behavior situationship. Call it what it is. Not good enough for the woman you're becoming. Let it go.
It's one thing to want to be in a regular communication with a guy, but what she's talking about is completely different. She's promoting some of the most toxic mindsets for women and trying to say that it's etiquette, but it's not. It's just incredibly rude behavior and men don't want to deal with it.
Have you ever heard of the taxi theory in dating? It means you cannot make a man who's not ready, ever. Even if you're the most perfect wife material, if he's not in season to find a partner, then you cannot make him change his mind. Let me save you tears and your prettiest years. When a man tells you they're not looking for anything serious, believe them. If you are ready, your job is not to convince somebody. Your job is to limit access to only men who are ready.
It's so weird to see these women talk about limiting access to men who aren't willing to marry them. That usually means withholding bedroom fun, of course, which they freely give to other men, by the way, and refusing to take care of these men. It's just an excuse for disrespect, really.
That's why Coffee Miss Bagel works differently, because it forces intentionality. You tell them you're not looking for anything serious, they literally redirect you off the app. So if you're ready, stop dating men who are still figuring things out because you deserve better. Start dating where readiness is the baseline, not the miracle. And remember, you don't get what you deserve, you get what you allow. Good luck.
There are plenty of good men out there who aren't ready for something as serious as marriage, especially since marriage is a risk where men are forced to bet everything and lose everything if the woman is unhappy one random Tuesday. But because he's not willing to marry her, she sees him as worthless.
I don't know if people ever talk about how a separation is so much harder when nothing bad necessarily happened. I say this because my husband and I, after almost 12 years together, have decided amicably to separate, to divorce, and nothing necessarily juicy happened. There was nothing like dramatic, no cheating, no sort of abuse, no nothing. Like, it's just, we realized we both want different things in life. We've I mean, we've been together since we were 21 years old.
If a divorced woman ever says that the divorce didn't involve cheating, abuse, or anything nasty, then it's clear she wanted the divorce for selfish reasons. She wanted to go out there and experience life. I think we all know what that means. And she couldn't do that while being married to a loyal man.
And we're not the same people that we were when we first met. And so our views for the future have definitely shifted over the last few years. And so we decided to separate, and it's been really hard. This isn't the first time. Like, we actually separated a couple of times throughout our relationship in the last 5 years. I actually feel so much more heartbroken this time around than those other times.
If they have separated multiple times in 5 years, then they had no business being married in the first place, but you don't have to guess too hard to realize who is the one initiating all of these separations and ultimately the divorce. Make sure you click on one of the videos on screen now to watch more if you liked today's video. Don't forget to take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.